Maiapapaiyaa, a TikToker with over 250k followers. She's mainly known for her commentary on people, most notably Eugenia Cooney. With almost 100 videos across her two accounts on Eugenia Cooney, it is fair to say she's obsessed with Eugenia. And the views that Eugenia brings her, it totals up to around 16 or 17 million. Originally, when I made my first video on Maya, it was around 15 million. So that has obviously increased. So you think she would fact check what she says, but her videos say otherwise. And Maya refuses to address the many lies she has spread. She reminds me of Belle Aubrey when she was around, but a lot worse. Maya is more notable, and she's still around. Eugenia is aware of Maya, and has noted how people make content on her and get much higher views than regular. Eugenia is heavily saying that people use her for monetary gain, which I agree with. When she was talking about Maya on one of her Twitch streams, a chatter said, "Maya seems like an asshole." Eugenia replied, "Kinda." But Eugenia is quite pure at heart. She has said that she thinks Maya is potentially a nice person. However, I think that opinion has changed. And I have a reason for that, which I'll get on to at the end of the video. So let us start with something pretty huge. Maya has actually stated she doesn't want to help Eugenia. She wants to spread awareness, but says lies and half-truths. I want to go over the most recent thing. There is a video uploaded on YouTube and TikTok that is supposedly evidence that Eugenia does not want to recover. This isn't true. The video is of Eugenia reacting to photos of her after rehab, because she chose to go into rehab. Eugenia states she was unhappy and miserable during those photos. And honestly, that isn't her saying she is unhappy with the fact she almost recovered. Rehab isn't always a positive place for people. It can be extremely negative and can leave people miserable after they are discharged. That's why a lot of people do end up relapsing, because it is so difficult to have a proper positive experience, because especially some rehabs are extremely negative, like force feeding and stuff like that, and making you not vomit. So Maya pushes the narrative that Eugenia doesn't want help. Yes, Eugenia has said she doesn't have any current plans to go to rehab again. I don't blame her. If she had a negative experience at the rehab, I don't blame her for not wanting to go back. And rehab isn't the only option for help. And guess what? It's none of our fucking business. On to the next thing. Maya has claimed that Eugenia has splashed over 100 times, which is a bold statement to say we can't actually back it up. There has only been around 4 recorded instances of Eugenia actually flashing. Only about 4. Potentially 5, but I'm aware of only 4, roughly. Which is a long way off 100, Maya. Especially since Eugenia's Twitch streams tend to be really heavily documented, and people tend to take a lot of screenshots. When stuff like this happens, I can go through the ones that I'm very aware of. For example, her underwear showing during a shoe trial. The fact her underwear showed during a Twitch stream, then people were harassing her saying she was wearing a diaper. The fact that she had a low, strapless shirt on, she bent over to show the makeup she was wearing, which a chatter requested because they actually wanted to see her makeup. and she accidentally showed her nipple. You know what she did after that? She ended the stream as soon as she realised and deleted that VOD. The next thing is when parts of her, area showed accidentally. And that's the only full recorded instances I am actually aware of. So it's not 100, Maya, or over 100. That is an inflated number that you made up. So, Maya claims Eugenia is playing Just Dance with no shorts underneath her shirt because she's wearing an oversized shirt. Now, yes, Eugenia was playing Just Dance. However, there's no backing to Maya's claims because she doesn't show any screenshots. Because you'd think there'd be screenshots, considering how obsessed the internet is with Eugenia. But there's none, to my knowledge. And she says that people in chat were calling her out on it, yet she shows no screenshot of the chat. If chat was saying something, and you knew they were saying it, where are the messages? Show us. Because you don't show us. So why should we believe you? Random person on the internet that isn't backing up your claims. So, she claims Eugenia has an audience of fetishizers and young children with EDs, however that is not true. The fetishizers, yeah, there may be some. We can't deny that. Almost in any community, there's 1, 2, maybe 10. But young children, to start with, Eugenia's analytics have actually been shown, I believe, for YouTube. I don't know about Twitch. But they're adults. Majority of our audience are adults. And Maya, you say that's bullshit, but analytics don't exactly lie. And young children with EDs. You think if they do, their parents will be monitoring what they watch and, getting them help? And why would they watch Eugenia? Because I don't think Maya understands what thinspo is. Because that's not exactly what thinspo is. Or what it tends to be. For example, my friend Des has an extremely slender and skinny body. That is genetic, and also they had an ED in the past. Des would be classed as thinspo against their knowledge. Not Eugenia. Because, I hate to say it, but thinspo is about actual people looking thin, no bone showing and stuff. Whereas Eugenia does have some of her bone showing. Which, it happens. And, yeah. I'm going to leave that there because I won't go into too much detail about what thinspo really is and the misconceptions behind it. So, Maya is the same person who actually has made a conspiracy video about a pair of Eugenia's socks. They were from the Dolls Kill X Scooby-Doo collection, and they had Feed Me on and a bunch of food because of Scooby and Shaggy. Maya made a fucking conspiracy video over a pair of socks. Okay. Maya also blames Eugenia over a literal accident. She claims Eugenia put herself in the position to flash people. Flashing, in this instance, is by accident. By pure, utter accident. When people actually purposely show stuff like that, that is called flashing, but also indecent exposure. This wasn't all the accounts of Eugenia accidentally showing something she really shouldn't is accidental. And it's not like she's literally like pulling up her skirt and stuff like that, or like pulling down her shirt. It's literally saying, if I wear a skirt, I'm putting myself in the position to flash people. You see the issue behind the logic? You don't put yourself in position for literal accidents like that one. Maya is also hooked on that butterfly thing. A simple butterfly emoji that Eugenia uses because she likes butterflies. Maya states it's a cerulean butterfly. However, there's only one blue. There's only one butterfly emoji. And on most devices, it happens to be blue. If it was orange, Eugenia would still use it because she likes butterflies. So that means everybody fucking using it is using a cerulean butterfly, which it is not. A long Google search reveals that the cerulean butterfly is actually like an organization that is properly pro-recovery and helps people understand EDs more and produces resources to actually help them. They provide links and stuff to where people can get help. They list symptoms and common symptoms and stuff. And they also talk about men with EDs, which is something not really spoken about by media. And the blue butterfly is a symbol of love. If you do a quick Google search, Eugenia likes butterflies. That's literally it. There is no hidden meaning, and a 10-second Google search debunks Maya very, very well. Also, Maya attempts to use a quote Eugenia reposted as proof of her being pro-Anna because it mentions butterflies. I'm going to put this up here because it uses the Urban Dictionary definition of the cerulean butterfly. We all know Urban Dictionary isn't exactly accurate. Urban Dictionary. That is your proof. We could literally look up anybody's name on fucking Urban Dictionary, and the description won't be accurate. The second definition Maya shows is for porcelain butterflies, which is a completely different fucking thing. And it doesn't even fit Eugenia either. It is literally a group of girls who share pro-Anna stuff. That's what the porcelain butterflies comes from. This is bullshit, Maya, and you know it. Tool and another mark for spreading provable misinformation while knowing people will eat it up without researching. Let us move on to the biggest section. The predatory allegations. First off, Maya claims that by Eugenia accidentally flashing, it is predatory behaviour. So if I accidentally show my bra strap, I'm exhibiting predatory behaviour. You see the bullshit in that. Moving on. Let us go into the actual facts before Maya's bullshit. I'm going to be crediting some people who have talked about this. And I have watched their content about this. So I'm going to list them now. We have Tipster, Redski, Captain Poofers, to name a few. So in Eugenia's Discord server, there was a mod who was supposedly inappropriate with minors. So Eugenia was actually offline at the time because she was on vacation, so she couldn't see any messages regarding it, like regarding people bringing it up to her. So, Eugenia couldn't act immediately, because she was not online. Because she was on vacation. If you go on vacation or offline, you're not going to see people sending you stuff. And you're not going to act because you don't see it. Because you're offline. So, when she did see it, she wanted evidence of the accusations, which she is completely entitled to have, so it prevents her from accidentally banning an innocent person. She was given proof, and when she got the proof, they were banned. She followed the correct procedure because she needed to know that this was actually happening, for one. She needs to see proof of it happening, so then she can actually take the proper action. And people are blaming Eugenia for this dude's actions. And those are fucking freaks who need to get a life. Maya is saying that Eugenia needs to do fucking background checks on her mods. Criminal background checks. You know the only people who need to do background checks are employers. Maya, you're not gonna fucking do background checks, are you, if you've ever had a Discord server? Hell, I don't think anyone would want to be in there, considering the bullshit you spew. So, she has no control over other people's actions. And I actually want to make a point. This is an unrelated situation, however, I believe this relates quite a lot to this. So when I came out about Craig, people wanted proof. People were wanting proof of what I was saying. They wanted his side of the messages. Guess what? I completely understood. Because they were serious accusations. People wanted evidence to back them up so that they knew I was telling the truth. So I gave them what they wanted. There you go. Giving people proof allows people to make fair and honest judgments. Something you don't do, Maya. And people shouldn't be vilified for wanting proof for online interaction. Keep in mind, all of this happened online. You can't be vilified for literally saying, hey, can we have proof of this interaction? So, the next thing. Maya claims that she harbored predators in a Discord server. She's basically gone on record saying that her mods are all registered sex offenders. Not true. What, you're gonna do the background checks on people you don't know the identities of, Maya? Are you? If so, how are you getting their information? So, Maya mentioned someone had messaged Eugenia regarding someone in Eugenia's server / community, saying they were stalking and being pedophilic to her, basically. So I'm gonna show this. This is on the thumbnail. And so this is the screenshot Maya shows of the messages between the girl and Eugenia. Now, I want you to take a minute to look at the actual screenshot, because you will see a date underneath the message shown, but a date above it from a few minutes before. And you want to know why that screenshot was cropped the way it was? Here's the full message. As you can see, Eugenia is not told there's a person in her community / server. The girl never says it was someone in Eugenia's server or in her community. That interaction that Maya claims happened did not. She manipulated evidence in order to make a false point. And that is fucking proven. And you know fucking what? Eugenia is aware of this. I put out a tweet talking about this, saying how Maia cropped the message and manipulated evidence on purpose. Eugenia liked it. Eugenia is aware that Maia has spread defamation about Eugenia, technically. Maia, you lied. You purposely lied, thinking no one would fucking fact check you. But that, your own video, your own messy cropping, fucked you over. You don't do research, Maia. So don't claim that someone sent you that screenshot, because if you actually cared about what you're saying, as in being truthful, which you are not, you would hunt down the original screenshots, because you mentioned the girl coming out on Reddit. She posted the full DMs, including that top message, which was cropped out. So Maia, you fucking lied. And we proved it. And we know you're not going to take accountability, because you never do. When you're called out, you just ignore it. You mention of Hubs and Alter's video regarding Eugenia and fetishizers. Hubs and Alters mentioned the person making so many videos in Eugenia. I hate to be that person, but I think of Hubs and Alters is referring to you, Maia. There's a potential that they're referring to you, Maia. And you know this. And let's go on to the next thing. Twitch chat. So apparently, Eugenia had her mods. Well, Eugenia herself banned a girl for speaking out against someone in her community. Bullshit. Because Tipster became a mod for Eugenia to disprove his accusation. I'm going to link Captain Poofers' video on Eugenia in the description. The original video that he uses is of Tipster. But Tipster gets access to the entire chat log. As in, the entire chat logs of everything, which cannot be edited. So, you can throw out the idea that someone edited them. There is no message. The screenshot that has been shown by many people isn't actually from her chat. It potentially was a whisper, I believe. But, not everyone sees their whispers. So, how did Eugenia ban someone for speaking out in her chat if no one actually spoke out in her chat? Because there was no message. And also, there would at least have been a ban notification. But there isn't one. And also, you can see your banned people's list. So, and with the screenshot being out, the person's name would have come up. But it didn't, because it's a fucking lie. So, I'm gonna finish this video up with some just random things that Maya mentions that are completely fucking dumbfounded. So, she goes after Eugenia for liking Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, even though thousands do the exact same. Like, look at their views. Look at, their sales. Eugenia isn't the only person who likes them too. But you just want to target her because, she's easy money for you. Well, easy views. Maya claims that Eugenia was body shaming and shit, when Eugenia was actually making a statement about people's double standards on body and who should and shouldn't show their body. Eugenia was talking about if she can't, either have a platform and stuff and show her body, fully clothed and stuff, because she is skinny and thin, then is the same sentiment applied to those who are larger and, plus sized, who may, yes, have more skin and stuff like that, more muscle, more fat. Eugenia uses the term rolls, fat rolls. Eugenia was making a fucking point. And honestly, Eugenia's point is right. If she is going to be banned for being too thin and stuff, then is the same sentiment going to be applied to the opposite spectrum? She has a good point. Maya, you also have brought in her family multiple times. Her family ain't our business, so don't bring them up. I know how you think that her mom is using her for views and money, but you don't know her life. Only Eugenia and her family know her life. Okay? Maya, you have stated you do not want to help Eugenia. Your behavior tells us you are using her as a cash cow because you have nothing fucking better to do. You know Eugenia brings you views, so you milk her fucking life and make conspiracy videos, including the one about a fucking pair of socks. You do not care about the harm you are doing and how much you are promoting the harassment of her. You do not want to help her. You obviously want to harm her.